This thing, it just turned off right when I'm talking. It syncs. I don't understand how it syncs. Ice maker. Just syncs. I don't understand. So ask me anything, but don't ask me how that syncs, because I don't know how that syncs, but it does. It just does. Ask me anything about anything. It's an open topic, Q&A. What do you want to know? There's a bunch of people on the last live stream. They're not here. There's just one person right now. Where'd everybody go? I had a bunch of questions and stuff that I was talking about. So I was like, I'll do a Q&A. They got all these questions. Do a Q&A. And now they're not here. It's just one person. Oh, it's two people now. So if you got a question, raise your hand. I'll point at you, and you can ask a question. I think the dog barking on the TV right there was synced with what I was syncing with it unintentionally. Or like I'll be watching like a YouTube video and the person is coughing on the video as I'm doing something. Things like that. Yep. I was waiting for y'all's questions. If you got any questions, it's open topic. Ask any questions you got. What's your questions? That's my question. What's your question? Ask. What was something you like to do when you were younger? Um, Lots of things. It's synced again. The ice maker is synced. The ice maker is synced. There were a bunch of people with short bus the last time. Yeah, I know. Where'd they all go? They had a bunch of questions, so I was like, I'm gonna do a Q&A. See if they got more questions. Who has the answers? I'm gonna make that the thumbnail of this video. Who has the answers? Everybody go watch Action Bronson. Action Bronson watches Ancient Aliens. Everybody should go watch that show. Yeah, Action Bronson watched The Ancient Aliens and the Eric Andre show. Those are probably my favorite shows of all time. Or comedy shows. And Breaking Bad is probably my favorite show of all time. So if that's your question, that's the answer. Breaking Bad. And Pulp Fiction is probably my favorite film of all time. Or Kill Bill. I'm a big Tarantino fan, even though he hangs out with Harvey Weinstein. He probably went to Epstein Island. And separate the art from the artist. But he's still, I don't know. Like he plays like a pedophile on From Dusk Till Dawn. Like he's like a weirdo, like serial killer pedophile guy. But I like Tarantino's movies though, except Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I didn't really like that one. And The Hateful Eight, I liked it up until the end. I didn't like how it ended. I don't know. I just thought it was a stupid ending, but the rest of the movie was dope. And yeah, he's probably a pedophile and weirdo. And he sticks up for the director guy, the pedophile guy, Polanski. Is that the one? I think that's the one. He's like in an interview on like the Howard Stern show or something. Tarantino. And he's like sticking up for him, and he's like, "Oh, she wanted it," or whatever. He's like, "Oh, they're just overreacting. She wanted it." He's kind of racist, I think, but I don't know. He makes dope movies though. But like listening to R. Kelly songs is weird though, I think, because he's literally singing about little girls. So I can't really listen to R. Kelly. Not that I ever listened to, I'd never listened to R. Kelly before. I mean, I've heard R. Kelly before, but I'm not a fan of R. Kelly. I think Tarantino would probably lick some feet on Epstein Island. Just got a feeling. But Kill Bill is one of the greatest films of all time, so So now there's 3 people in here. Does anybody have any questions? Ask anything about any topic, of any genre, of any ask anything about anything.
Get back. Get back. Okay, as long as our food.
So ask anything, open topic, ask any question. ILLKAT has the answers. I know everything. No, I don't, but I might be able to answer your questions. Make some shit up. Whatever. Damn, man, I thought there was gonna be people with questions. There's a bunch of people on the last live stream with a bunch of questions. Mostly comments, but some questions. Now there's just one person again. So skip ahead in the video if you're watching this later, so when the people come in, or whatever. I don't know, are there any more people? whenever I go live, there will be people coming into the live stream sync, and then there'll be a bunch of them coming in at once. Sometimes it's like they're sending a bunch of AI bots or something. Just like 20 people all at once. What motivates me to catch pedophiles is they're pedophiles and they belong in a wood chipper. And because I watched other predator catcher videos and it like woke me up to how crazy rampant it is and how and like I didn't even know that you could just do that. Like I thought it was just Chris Hansen doing it. I didn't know that you could just do that and go out and catch pedophiles. So went down like a rabbit hole, watched pred catchers for like a year or two or something, and then I went out and did it. I think it was 2 years. Like I saw Anxiety War first, and then went down a rabbit hole, a bunch of predator catchers, DAP and PCI and everybody, and LC predator catcher and Colorado Pet Patrol and OPP and Decoy to Decoy and Pop Squad and all the predator catchers and PvP and EYLP and all the other channels and Bupak stabbing tires. But like I didn't realize how crazy like rampant it is until I'm watching all these predator catcher channels and they all got like hundreds of videos and there's like hundreds of predator catcher channels and I just keep catching them like every weekend. I'll catch like 10 of them in a weekend. They're not that many usually, but sometimes. PCI, they'll catch like a bunch of them in like multiple days in a row. So there was one catch where Musa caught 2 predators on one video. Like he meets one at like this table in like a hotel or something. Like a hotel courtyard or something. And he's like interviewing him at the table, and then he leaves that guy and then goes and catches another guy. Like he walks by him as he's recording that guy, I think. I forget. And then he goes and he starts catching that guy. Like he's texting him as he's talking to the other guy or something. I don't know. And then you go on the apps and then you see it for yourself firsthand how crazy it is and how many preds there are on there. And then it's addictive and you want to catch a bunch of them. And then you miss some of them, they don't show up or whatever, and then you're like, fuck. You feel like a failure, even though it's not you, but like you want to go out and catch one. You see all the sick shit you're saying and all the dick pics you're sending. It's crazy shit. And cops just gang stalk and speed trap all day. just go like this. Oh. Well, the cops catch them because it's considered entrapment, but they can catch them through like ILLKAT or whatever. Like, there's ways that they can do it, but they can't just like go out and catch them because it's considered entrapment. But like, why? Like, why can like Chris Hansen or a catcher be like the middleman and catch them, and then they arrest them? Like, why can't they just catch them? It's like the same thing. It's just another guy doing it, and he doesn't work for the cops. But like, it's like the same thing though. Like, I don't know. Hello? No. Waving and saying hello is not a question, but hi. It's still sinking? I think so, because I see him out the window right now. Was that you? So if y'all got any questions, send your questions. Looks like they're all coming back in now from the last live stream. They're back. Ask your questions. You do meth? No. But they were putting some type of substance on my doorknob at my apartment building. So maybe unintentionally I did. I don't know. What did they put on my doorknob? Or is it poison? Like, I saw a gang stalking simulation video about how they put liquid meth on your doorknob. So I don't know if they were doing that, or is it poison, or what is it? But there's some wet substance on my doorknob multiple times. So maybe I have done meth, but never intentionally though. But my hair's not falling out or anything, so. Type of dream infiltration have you experienced? A lot of dream infiltration, seemingly. Seems like dream infiltration's going on. When's the next catch? I don't know. Is it even worth it to catch? Because they can just shut off my phone or whatever. And they can also do it to my GoPro. Or my phone's never shut off, I don't think. But it'll like glitch out. It'll do whatever. It'll get glitchy. And Facebook will shut down as I'm in the middle of a live stream or whatever. Like they can do it. It's never happened on a catch before, but it could. My GoPro shut off on the last one. It might have been synced. I don't know. I had a full battery. So I don't know why that happened. But one time I was walking with full battery on my GoPro and then it turned off. Like it just drains and turns off. Should at least try. I might. Maybe I am. Dr. Phil, you're not even a real doctor, bro. And that's not a question. Ask a question. You're just a TV doctor. You just play a doctor on TV. You're like Dr. Fauci. Can I say that on YouTube? Am I gonna get banned? I'm sorry, Dr. Fauci is 100% real. And everything he says is true. And chemtrails or contrails. And everybody should go get their flu shots. It's crazy they have signs that say free flu shots. Like people pay to get flu shots. I assume that is what that implies. Do people pay money to get flu shots? To get human embryos and neurotoxins injected in their arm? People pay for that? How else does 5G work? I don't know how 5G works, but I'm pretty sure it's a military weapon that they used in the military before they put up the 5G towers everywhere. Or at least I saw things online about that. But then there's fact checks that say it's false. But then the fact checkers are like the Ministry of Truth on 1984, and they like rewrite history. But sometimes the things that they say are like I'm just kidding. All the fact checkers are true. Everything's real. I'm sorry, YouTube. Shh, it's okay. Everything on TV is real, and Charlie Kirk is not David Hogg. They're not the same person. And he really did die. And he's not a crisis actor. And he's not David Hogg, the crisis actor. I mean, the not crisis actor. And Donald Trump really did get shot in the ear, and it's not a packet of ketchup. And the July whatever thing wasn't staged, and it was real, and it wasn't a theatrical Hollywood movie set staged show, MK Ultra programming show. It's all real, and then the planes really did hit the towers, and the towers fell because the planes hit the towers, and it's not bombs. Everything's real. I'm sorry, YouTube. And they definitely didn't have news clips with mannequins and hospital beds during the cold flu 84. Definitely didn't see that. They have, they're like, people are dying, and they have like, they show like hospital beds, and there's like a mannequin in it. It's like supposed to be a person. And then they have like all these bodies on the floor, like lying on the floor on this one video, and then like one of them is smoking a cigarette. Like laying in a body bag, smoking a cigarette. July thing, yeah, the July, whatever, July 1st, isn't it? Where they like, the guy with the horns, the MAGA guy, and all the people like win the Capitol building or whatever. Fake as fuck. I mean, real. It's 100% real. forget what it was. It's like a video of a plane like in the Middle East or whatever a few years ago. I think it was Syria. I don't remember. What was it? I don't remember. Or was it during the Ukraine shit? I don't remember what it was. But there's like a plane in the desert. And it's like this giant, like, fake plane. Yeah, January 6th. That one. And then like CNN has been caught making fake propaganda videos a bunch of times. Like it's like there's articles about it and shit. All the other news companies probably. So everybody get out and vote. Vote for ILLKAT 2028.
What?
I'm talking to the camera.
Oh.
If I have kids, no. And Elon Musk really did send a car into space. It was a real video. You're messing up by not going on short bus panel. It could be a good opportunity. Short bus is good dude, he won't mock you. But he is mocking you though. And it's not a question. Put it in question form. Why are you scared to go on the short bus? You don't bite? That's a question. That's two questions. One question at a time. I'm not scared. Short bus just likes to be goofy. He doesn't mean anything bad. Okay. You say you need money? Yep. Hit the Cash App and PayPal. Also, everybody should go get a digital ID. It's a great idea to go get a digital ID and wear a mask inside of your car with the windows up. Do you want to say hi to the people?
Hmm?
Do you want to say hi to the people?
People.
The people. On the live stream.
Hi, people.
Any particular people?
Just random people.
Huh?
I'm just on YouTube.
Oh.
Is that my girlfriend? No, it's my granny. I'm eating right now. So my question is, how long has AI been around? I feel like AI has been around longer than they say it has. And they're just like revealing it now. It's probably always upgrading and shit, but I feel like it's probably been around longer than most people think. Or maybe the gang stalkers know, maybe the AI, maybe they've been taking orders from AI since 1975, I don't know. Like, what if AI built the pyramids? I don't think it did necessarily. I don't know. But what if it did, though? You don't know. Like, how do you know if dinosaurs existed? You don't know, dude. Like, they told us in school that George Washington had wooden teeth. It's fake. He had slave teeth. His teeth pulled out of the mouths of slaves. He made dentures out of. He's a serial killer, slave owner. Nobody told us that. Nobody told us that Thomas Jefferson had bodies under his basement. Or whoever was it? The other guy? I don't remember. Probably both of them. Nobody told us that Abraham Lincoln had a bunch of Native Americans hanged and shit. Nobody told us that the Mount Rushmore was built by the KKK. They didn't tell any of that in school. They said that Christopher Columbus discovered America and he didn't. And they also told us that dinosaurs existed and that the earth is round. So, are those things true? How do you know? And they also, did they have this in your guys' school? Where they would have you take a fluoride shot? Like a little shot cup of fluoride? And you swish it around in your mouth for a minute or whatever until the timer goes off? Is school like a lab rat prison experiment? MK Ultra brainwashing experiment? Is any of the cafeteria food healthy? Hello, hello. I already answered that one. Or I said no before. No. questions? But yeah, is school like a slave training camp? And you go there every day and you're like, I pledge allegiance to the flag. 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 Like if they played like a news clip of like children in North Korea school and they're like, I pledge allegiance to the flag of North Korea, people would be like, oh my god, that's horrible. Oh my god, we need to save those children. Bring them over here in America so you can pledge allegiance to the American flag. So, yeah, if you got any questions, ask your questions. There was this thing on the news yesterday, on that TV in there, about like people, they're like, more people are doing cannabis, and they have higher THC percentages in their bloodstream, and they're driving vehicles. Now over to Tom with the special report. Breaking news. And like, it's dangerous to drive with these high percentage levels of THC in your bloodstream. And like, in my experience, I can drive. It's not the same thing as alcohol. If you're if you're a newbie, you shouldn't be driving. Definitely. If you're not used to it, or if you can't handle it, or if you're a newbie, you shouldn't be driving. But if you got a tolerance to it, and you can handle it, and you know how to handle it, it's not hard to drive. And it actually, I feel like, makes me a better driver sometimes because you're like more aware. They're like, it slows down your reaction time, and like it doesn't slow down your reaction time. This is a bunch of fake, false information. In 2025, like if we're in 2025, doesn't everybody know this by now? Why are you still saying this fake information on TV? We have the internet now. It's over. But I guess people still fall for it, probably. And old people are forever gonna believe it, and never, no matter what you say. They're like, they have a 90% THC level. But I don't think they said anything about like increase in car crashes or anything like that. They're just like, people have a high THC level and they're driving vehicles. Oh my God. Stay indoors, lock your doors. Like if you get like extremely high, or you eat like a high dose of an edible or something, then you might not want to drive. Or if you're a newbie and you've never smoked before and you're smoking for the first time, you're gonna be tripping balls the first time you get high. So you definitely don't want to drive. You definitely don't want to drive if you're a newbie. But other than that though, in my experience, it's fake. It's not alcohol. It doesn't make you swerve and shit. It's not that. It doesn't impair you. It doesn't impair your reaction time. The only thing is you might be like, ooh, look at that beautiful sunset as you're driving, and then you crash into a tree or something because you're distracted because you're high. That might be the only thing because you're an idiot. You're not looking at the road. Who's a high dose asking for a friend? I don't know. Depends on who you are, I guess. I'm not saying I recommend it. I'm not saying that YouTube. I'm not saying I recommend driving under the influence of THC. But I'm just saying it's fake. But it affects everyone differently though. So some people probably shouldn't. But like I've driven drunk before though, and it's not good, don't do it, but I have done it, and it's not the same thing. When you're drunk, you're just like, you don't give a fuck about anything, you're just like, yeah. You're just like, yeah, fuck it. $50 milligrams. I haven't done edibles since I lived in Colorado. But yeah, I think 50 milligrams is probably a pretty decent dose though. $200 milligrams. I want to. But probably if I took 200 milligrams, I wouldn't want to be driving a car. I would want to lay down. And rethink my entire life. But if I took 50 milligrams, though, I could probably easily. I mean, if I took 200 milligrams, I could also probably easily drive a car. I just probably shouldn't. But I probably could, though, and drive it. I could drive it through a whatever driver's ed course around some cones and parallel park it and shit, and I would get an A plus probably. Depending on my tolerance levels or whatever. Like if you don't smoke for a while and then you smoke again, you get high as fuck. So but it's not hard to drive a car though. So for me, it's just easy to drive a car. Like I'd be driving surrounded by a bunch of stalkers that are trying to cause wrecks all day. So like I'm like an expert car driver. I could probably smoke meth and drive a car. Like, I don't know. I could probably drunk drive. People slamming on their brakes all day and trying to run into me and shit. Right now in front of me on bikes and shit. Some like James Bond or Jason Bourne out here or something. It's like like delivery drive, doing like a lot of delivery driving jobs and shit. So I feel like I'm a pretty good driver. I've gotten in a couple of wrecks, but only a couple. And the one I think was orchestrated by the pigs. So there's one person here now, I think I'll end the video. It's a good talk. There's Whitey. So that was a good Walk and Sing podcast. I think that's it. Hopefully Skynet doesn't cut the end of the video off and it's not 50 minutes long instead of 87 or 88 minutes long. There's sink flies in my car and there's sink mobiles. I'm gonna kill the sink flies. I'm gonna kill all the sink flies and then I'm gonna go to sleep. And there's gonna be sink dreams. Sync things synced with my sync dreams. And scripted projected dreams or whatever. Like they'll be like scripted, it seems. Sometimes at least, or maybe all of them, or whatever. I don't know. What are our dreams? That's my question. What are dreams? What is a dream? Like you close your eyes and you see shit and you're like in a place and you're like you're there and you feel shit. You talk to people and shit. What is that? Like people freak out over psychedelics, but then they have dreams every night though. They literally hallucinate every night, or astral travel somewhere, or whatever a dream is. What's a dream? Come here, sink fly. I just want to talk, bro. Come here. Come here. No, not my face. No. Come here. The sink flies. And then another question I have is, has anyone done DMT? Because I'm curious to know what it does, or like what people's experiences are on it. And I'm scared to try it. I think it sounds scary, but also interesting. I want to know, but maybe I don't. And then like I don't know if they can, if like the CIA can like manipulate your trip. That'd be fucked up. They like give me like a hell trip. They like project shit into my hallucinations or whatever. I don't know. How does a hallucination work? What's a hallucination? What's a dream? What is a hallucination? Did the towers have explosives in them? What is the moon? What is the moon and what is the sun? And are they closer and smaller than they said that they were? And is there a map of the flat Earth inside of the UN building that has the ice wall and the other continents outside of the ice wall? Does that exist? And you can go Google it right now. But I like Terrence McKenna though, and like his talks about like DMT and stuff, and about psilocybin. And he says that he sees like elf creatures when he takes DMT. He sees like self-transforming elf machines. But it just sounds crazy though, like you take a hit of it and then you blast off into another dimension that is like an alien dimension, and that sounds crazy. But it sounds kind of cool, but at the same time it sounds scary as fuck, and like I don't want to try it. But maybe I think I do, but I don't though. But everyone has DMT in their bloodstream though, or in their brain. So we all do DMT. Maybe when we dream, possibly. I don't know. I think it's released when you dream. Is that proven? I don't know. There's a guy on a bike with a green shirt. Sessions, Welcome to Sync Podcast. If you got any more questions, put them in the comments.